Welcome back to POL, still on the shore here of the Stillwater Reservoir, beautiful Susquehanna County. It's going to be even more spectacular once the fall foliage hits, I promise you. It looks like they've been dealing with some water control. We got some mud on the banks here, but I got to tell you, just getting out in the sun is gorgeous. It's called the environment, right? So there's a bunch of people that put together a list of environmental winners. They're called the partners. One of the environmental winners for this year is ABC. The Anthracite Bicycle Coalition. They're in Scranton. Eugene McDonough is here to tell us all about their mission and how they're trying to inspire others. The Anthracite Bicycle Coalition, you're the founder. Tell me about it.
The Anthracite Bicycle Coalition our main focus is bicycle safety and improving cycling within all of northeastern Pennsylvania. That's our main goal. What we realized early on is nobody wants to talk about bike safety, and we stumbled upon a bicycle cooperative. And we said, this will bring the community together, and it is. So basically, I was out in Arizona. I needed a bike. I didn't have one, couldn't afford another one. I found one of these places, and I built myself a beautiful bike, and I learned a ton. That's how all of this came about. ABC itself, originally, the core group of volunteers for the Lackawanna Heritage Valley Authority Bike Festival and Tour, we were the chair people of it. And we ran that for 10 years. It's actually 12 years that we ran it for. And after that, we realized that people were walking or driving to the trail to go for a ride. And we said, well, what about getting from their house to the trail? And that's how all this came about.
Right.
There's 2 or 3 different avenues. Let's start with the hours. We look at we're open on Mondays and Saturdays. Mondays 5 to 8, Saturdays 9 to noon right now. As volunteers come forward, we'll continue to evolve those hours. But right now, that's what we have man hours for. Children's bikes, we give away for free. Now, most of the bikes are not ready to go. If we look in here, you're gonna see most of the bikes are not ready to go. We work with the child and let the child fix the bike. There's ownership there. They're learning a skill, they're learning righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, they're learning how to work with tools, and if they already have a bike, we can let them work on bikes. We'll let them strip bikes down so that they learn how to work on tools. Again, children's bikes are free. Adult bikes, dirt cheap, but we do have to get $1 or $2 back from those. And again, same process. You show up, you don't have a bike, we'll find a bike that you like, we'll take it out, throw it in the stand, we'll figure out what's wrong with it, we'll tell you whether or not it's an hour's worth of work or 5 hours worth of work, what parts it needs, and all that, and you decide whether or not you want to move forward. Once we find a bike, we help you fix it. We don't fix anything. We don't fix anybody's bikes here. You want a bike fixed, go to the local bike shop, support the local business. You want to fix your bike, you can come up. We have stands for it. We have all the tools you need, all the oils you need, all the cleaning supplies you need. All of the supplies, both new and used, well, new is coming, but right now we have lots and lots of used parts for bikes, from current bikes going back to 20s, 30s, 40s parts.
I see tons of bikes in here.
Yes.
Somebody donates them to you, is that it?
These are all donated. Right now I have 25 bikes waiting from the city of Scranton. I've got 6 bikes sitting over at Hilltop. I've got 10 in my garage, and they just keep coming. I've got Cindy Klink from the D&H Rail Trail Committee. She's got 2 or 3 she's going to drop off. Another reporter just dropped off 3 in my driveway at home today. So they come in constantly.
They come in constantly. You figure out if you can't fix it, if it's not worth fixing, you still take it apart and do things with the parts.
That's where the environmental piece comes in. If you think about this, is all environmental. We're trying to get people out of cars, get them on bikes, making the roads safer so that you feel comfortable riding on bikes. That's people's big fear, is getting out and riding bikes. So that's one environmental piece to this. The second environmental piece is, and I don't have the exact numbers, but we've recycled. So if you think about these bikes were all headed to the dump.
Right. So
we've kept them out of the dump.
That's number one.
Right, and if we go around the back of the building, you're going to see stacks and stacks of tires. We've collected all the tires, so they're not going to the dump. They will get recycled. There's a recycling program that we're involved with. They'll be recycled this fall. Metal, we take all the metal. We also work with Mike's scrapyard over in Scranton. Mike saves bikes for us. And we go over and we pick them up, but then we take the donated bikes that we broke down, or the rims, or anything that's metal, goes back over to Mike. Because it's a reciprocal agreement.
The environment.
Yep. He came. I saw that he was saving bikes, and somebody said, "Approach him. He's waiting for you." And we went down and approached him. And he was working with, I think, the Southern Tier Group out of New York, and giving them to them. And he said, well, you know, I don't have to drive them up. You guys are coming to get them. It's a win-win.
We'll take them.
Our big event of the year is Cranksgiving. We do a food drive. We work with another local nonprofit. I think it's the 17th of November this year. We do a food drive on 2 wheels, and we do a group ride and also a scavenger hunt ride where you go around and you look for specific objects that we give you a list on, like an office item or a brick road or an Anthracite kitchen,
right.
Those types of things to drive it. But basically you bring a bag, you bring your bike, you fill your bag, you come back to Groove, and depending on, we give prizes based on a number of crazy stuff. It's fun stuff.
So if somebody wants more information about your organization, they want to volunteer, they want to donate, whatever, what's the best way to do that?
So we're always looking for volunteers. As I was mentioning earlier, retired people love to come back. They get a big bang out of this. abcnipa.org is our website. You can email us directly. Also Facebook, ABC NIPA on Facebook is our Facebook monitor, as well as our Instagram monitor.
Thank you, Gene, and good luck. But first of all, congratulations for all the recycling and for getting people up and enjoying the environment on a bicycle. Congratulations. Now we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to go back to ABC. We're going to hear from one of their other volunteers and board members on some tips you can use to safely bike.